I had the advantage of growing up in Montreal, certainly not the urban center, but at least in Montreal. I had the disadvantage of growing up at a time where there was even less understanding or sympathy for the sexually different, for queer kids. I faced the same kind of bullying and resistance and social sort of shaming and stuff that any gay kid would have gotten at that time. Probably didn't do myself any favors by being one of the first punks in my school at the same time, but certainly I encountered it. And the fact that I was a reader helped me through that a great deal. Literature is the only medium I'm aware of that allows you a kind of a privileged access to other people's minds, thoughts, hearts, souls. That's something that can't be photographed. So when you are at a stage in your life in which you're coming to terms with your own mind and heart, literature's power to model what that might be is enormous. I know when I was a young man, uncertain of what kind of man I might be when I got there, I found most of my models in literature. The idea that it was possible to live a life that was both conscious and examined and complicated, was modeled for me by people like Oscar Wilde, right? The idea that you could live consciously and make your life into some kind of exciting project was a powerful one. And I learned that from books, largely. But there's no doubt that there are enormous numbers of authors that I think are useful guides to the coming out process, specifically for people who are coming out as LGBT. There's no shortage of great writers. I mean, if you're a serious reader, you can look at the work of someone like Edmund White, who's a dazzling guide to, I think, the development of the mind, right, an incredible chronicler of spiritual biography, if you like. And certainly young adult authors are everywhere, right? A book like Will Grayson is a fantastic example. Empress of the World is a great book for young women as well. There's tons of good reads out there. I wrote compulsively. I wrote all the time. I was a big journal writer, a big diarist, a big thinker about my life and writing it down kind of guy. So I did that tremendously all the time. I still have a box of these old diaries, which I should probably do something with. So yes, I wrote all the time, and it was mostly reflections on my life. It was short, aphoristic writing often, or sometimes just a record of the day. But it helped me work through those feelings. I think putting things into words is the best way to understand experience. It's remarkable to me now to think of the writing I do today and compare it to those diaries as a young man, because it's astounding how early our themes are established.